everyone, this is Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com, and in this video I'm going to give you a take on a graduation card with a feminine flair that is based on a card I did previously with a masculine feel, and I had a viewer say that she needed a feminine card for graduation. So let me show you how I put one together using the same image, and that image is from the wordplay set from Stampin' Up! That is retiring in June of 2013. So I started with a base of a school color, and that's what I suggest you do. Use the school color. This is Elegant Eggplant, and I'm using it for purple. And I cut it at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm sorry, 4 1/4 by 11. Scored it in half so that it's a standard size card. Then I decided to use a lighter shade of the same color tone. So this is Perfect Plum in the designer print stack, and I cut that at 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to layer that right on top, and that will be the basis for the main image of the card. And we're going to add a few little embellishments to make it pretty and fun. So the next thing I'm going to do is I have a small piece of the Natural Compositions specialty paper that's in the annual catalog, and it is got some raised clear lines on it, and I'm just going to take a sponge and some of my Elegant Eggplant ink, and I just distressed that up and sponged it and got it full of the color. This is just going to be an accent piece on the card. And I want to get it kind of dark because I'm going to add a little bit of water to it to give it a distressed look. Okay, and then I took my Stampin' spritzer, and it just has water in it, and then I just barely spritzed it. Okay, and then you let it dry. If you want to speed up the process, you can use your heat tool, okay, and let it dry. But I'm going to set that aside and show you the finish. You see, you just get a little bit of few splotches on there, and it provides some interest. And I cut this down to, let's see, 1 3/4 by 4 inches. And then I'm going to use a half of one of our doilies, and I'm going to attach that to one side of this right here, just like that. And I want as much of the doily as possible protruding out the side of this piece here, because that's going to be mounted right here on the card. So let me get that on there. And you can use Tombow, the liquid glue, if you like. I'm using Snail to save a little bit of time. So I'm going to line that up right with the edge of the designer paper. Okay, now we want to work with our image. So I've got some Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to ink up the stamp in Elegant Eggplant and stamp the image, just like so. There again, that's quick and easy stamping. I'm taking my 2 1/2 inch circle punch, and I am going to punch that out, and I want the image more toward the top of the circle, so I'm putting that as far up as I can, punching. Then I'm going to take my sponge, and it has enough ink on it still to just barely touch the edges here. Next, I want to add a little one of our designer brads that is in the spring catalog. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to put my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath here. And I have the prongs, and I'm going to see where I want to pierce my hole to place the brad. So I just kind of put a little pressure on it there so I know where to poke the hole. And that's about right there. And then I know just where to stick that so that it doesn't cover up any of the words in the sentiment. Okay, and then to add a little bling to the center, I'm going to put one of our big rhinestone brads, these jumbo ones, And just place that there for some sparkle. And then I wanted to put that just like that, but I wanted a border here between this white and this white doily. So I took a scrap piece of the Elegant Eggplant and my large 2 3/8 inch scallop circle punch. Punch that out. Gave it a little sponging around the edges. It just adds some depth. And you're only going to see just a portion of this, just like that, to give it some color against that white doily. So let me apply that here. I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the scallop circle itself, and then I can decide how I want to place that. Then that's just going to go just like that. And here you could use Stampin' Dimensionals to pop it up and make it a little more dimensional and give it some more depth, but I'm just going to leave it just like this. And there you have a feminine card ready to go. That will be perfect for a graduate. So just use your school colors and get a simple image and just add some embellishments and you'll be ready to go. If you have any questions, please email me at lisa@inkinspirations.com. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.